Are you sick of being trapped in traffic, no alternate routes available, or perhaps you are seeking for a place to unwind while you are on the road? Possibly the following transformable cars we will showcase can solve your problems. In this video, we will showcase 10 amazing real-life transforming vehicles you never thought exist. If you don't want to miss any of these incredible innovations, keep watching the video. Number 1. Lazareth LMV496 France Transforming Bike. Mechanical engineer Ludovic Lazareth of France developed the Lazareth LMV496. The world-famous futuristic vehicle designer started his own company to bring his ideas to life. The LM847, a four-wheeled motorcycle with a tilting frame and a Maserati engine, was unveiled in 2016 by the ambitious engineer. The bike looked strange, yet it was still recognizable. Adapted for use in Lazareth, the LM847 has been reimagined as the LM410 quad bike. After a 3-year absence, Lazareth is once again traveling, this time by air. Only the cutting-edge LMV496 is genuinely functional like a regular motorcycle. The LMV496 is a jet-powered vehicle that has the potential to defy gravity and is interesting for a number of other reasons as well. Number 2. Lada Transform, Russia. Convertible automobiles are excellent, but this Lada that can transform into a Gundam-like robot trumps them all. Moreover, this custom-made Russian vehicle is fitted with 2 robot arms that can fire blanks. The viral automobile is being compared to Transformers, a fictional species of robots that can transform into vehicles due to its unique properties. Although this unique Lada is not as clever as a Transformer, its change into a massive robot is comparable. The Russian Transformer is the result of the creativity of a father and son. Gennady Kucherga and his son Sergei Kucherga worked on this engineering project for 6 months. This shape-shifting robot was created from their old VAZ-2110 Lada vehicle. The creators of this robot-cum car claim that Gennady's finding of a Transformers toy in Singapore served as the impetus for this novel concept. The Kuchergas have actually named the Lada Transformer Optimus Gennadiyevich Premov. Number 3. XCMG ET110 and ET111 China. The ET110 walking excavator is an all-terrain, multi-purpose excavator used exclusively in plateau and plain environments. It has a wheeled or walking chassis. It can access ravines, bogs, plateaus, great heights, and harsh temperatures where traditional mechanical equipment cannot. It can lift, crush, drill, pile, and perform other engineering tasks. 7 hydraulic ports on the bucket rod provide a fast connection to various machine components. The excavator's transformer-like construction lets it reach areas other equipment can't. Limit load control technology was initially used in ET series walking excavators for power matching. An integrated multifunctional operating handle and independently created specialized control software increase operation. Successfully adopted wireless remote control technology in ET series walking excavators, automatically adjusting the operating frequency in harsh electromagnetic conditions to avoid electromagnetic interference, improving remote control reliability. Number 4. Toyota Hilux Transforming Truck. Designed with the need of auto mechanics and technicians in mind, this Transformer work truck features a hidden toolbox. The Toyota Hilux SR5 pickup vehicle served as the inspiration for work truck. The tail body lifts up to expose secret drawers and storage spaces for tools and gear under the fiberglass bumper. A one-of-a-kind vehicle built for auto mechanics, engineers, and technicians is the Transformer work truck. This one-off work truck is based on a Toyota Hilux SR5 chassis and features a large light bar and an elevating tail body that provides access to tool drawers and storage compartments hidden behind the fiberglass fender. Number 5. JT Ride, Japan. Real-life transformer car. Your childhood fantasy car, robot, or companion exists. but it's been hidden in a Japanese warehouse for decades. The DEITE ride is a functional robot that can change the form between a humanoid and a moving car. That's about as close as you'll get to a fully operational, real-world transformer outside Cybertron. After morphing into a massive vehicle design, the robot version of the current prototype presented in Japan last week stands roughly 4 meters tall. Number 6. Electron BMW E92 Turkey Transformer. It turns out that the enormous battling robots depicted in the Transformers franchise are real. Don't believe us? Then see this video and prepare to have your entire world turned on its head. Clearly, this transformer was produced by the Turkish company LETRON and is fully functional. In robot mode, it does not battle Decepticons, fly, or even move, yet it can still be driven by remote control in automobile mode. Need one? Who wouldn't? We cannot provide an exact price, but we estimate that they are costly. If you decide to place an order, kindly recommend that they produce a life-size Optimus Prime in the future when you visit their website for additional information. Number 7. Hum Rider. Verizon is presenting what it considers to be the solution to the traffic problem. With the flip of a switch, the Hum Rider's hydraulic lifts drive it upward, allowing it to roll over any traffic congestion. And there's no need to worry about low bridges. The vehicle returns to the earth at the same speed. We're optimistic you won't be able to buy this, so wait to whip out your credit card to avoid city traffic. It is a marketing campaign for Verizon's Hum, a smart device that connects to your vehicle's OBD connection. When linked, the Hum provides diagnostic tools, the ability to summon roadside assistance, and the capacity to track a stolen vehicle. All fairly vital information, albeit far more tiresome than driving aggressively through traffic. Number 8. EarthOne, Japan. The EarthOne was designed by the man behind a smash hit Japanese anime video game, and with the flick of a joystick, it can go from an average car to a standing position. The offbeat concept was conceived by Mobile Suit Gundam video game designer Kunio Okawara, hired by 4Link Systems. An enormous cockpit door and twin gigantic tail fins with brake lights are standard features. It has a steering wheel and pedals like any other future electric vehicle. You won't be able to transform your car into a robot like Optimus Prime or Bumblebee, though unless you use the company's innovative motor system. Number 9. Kia Motors Robo Kia, South Korea. Kia Motors was able to get everyone in their tent for the presentation. At first glance, the SUV on display on the page seemed to be nothing out of the ordinary. The lights, smoke, and music began to draw their attention just when the crowd thought it was over. The SUV got up on its feet a few seconds after the mood music started playing. In this case, when we say it raised to its feet, we mean it literally stood up. The Mohave stood on its hind legs like a robot before switching back. Kia Motors branded the evolving SUV with the same name, Robo Kia. Robo Kia, the show's Mohave robot, was built specifically to transform. Soon after its debut at the Sao Paulo International Motor Show, the Robo Kia splashed at a string of other auto events worldwide. Number 10. BPG Motors Uno. At the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, BPG Motors showed off an electric scooter that can change into something else. People may not know how much about BPG Motors, but they may have heard of the Uno electric scooter prototype. In 2008, Benjamin P. Gulak made the first Uno as a science project for his high school. It was an electric scooter with 2 wheels that were parallel to each other and a gyroscope for balance and stability. For faster travel, the latest version of the Uno can switch from gyroscope balance riding mode to a traditional motorcycle layout. And that completes our video for today. We hope you enjoyed learning the 10 amazing real-life transforming vehicles you never thought exist. Which of them are you most excited about? Tell us in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more content such as this.